time for some more Sky Terror to Grandmaster. In the last few episodes, we've climbed a lot in MMR. We are currently at 5.2k. Can we get closer to our Marine Medevac record, which was 5.5? Let's try. First game is going to be against Thor, a Terran on Stargazers. Alright, as always, it's going to be a little bit tricky of a map. You have the back base here with the minerals, but in TVT, usually not as much of a factor if you can look here. This base is actually really good, by the way. At first, I have to admit, I underestimated how good that base was going to be. But in TVT, you can imagine with Siege-Tank sieging here, it is not the most pleasant base to have. But if you have mass air control like I would in Sky Terran, who knows if it is a good idea or not. I do find like typically we get cheesed in some way on this map. Like not always, but very often the games do play out a little bit weird. I'm trying to figure out what the best way to go about this is. I'll probably go for a double gas opener. And then just kind of scout around, maybe fake him out, mind game him. Ooh. I was just going to say, I should go for a really fast wall off to mind game him. And then I almost misplayed the barracks. That would have been a pretty catastrophic mistake. I'm going to scout a little bit early, actually. I just want to know what he's up to. Now, the name sounds familiar, but I think it's just that I've probably seen him around. I don't quite remember playing against him. I do have to admit, normally I'm super good at remembering people's names and when I played them in my series. But as I've played more and more and more challenges in series, kind of starting to lose that memory a little bit. And of course, with me being sick for like 3 weeks, I also don't quite remember every single name. Now, I do quickly want to say, guys, thank you so much for supporting my Zerg series, Proxy Ice to GM. You guys have really been loving it, and I'm super happy that I was able to do, you know, a series with something else that Terran that you guys actually loved. Now, there were definitely a few comments along the lines of, I refuse to watch a Zerg show. And that's fine. I would recommend that if you haven't tried it, to definitely try it out. Because in the end, it is still me. I feel like the vibe and stuff is very similar. So if you do enjoy my Terran content, I think you would enjoy it too. But if you really don't want to watch, then of course, you know, the choice is yours. Now, he went for a really fast wall off. I'm actually going to go back around with my Reaper, or with my SCV rather, and try to get a second scout. Like, that's a tricky part about a map with the back base, because even if it's, how do you say this, maybe not statistically or logically that good against Terran, you can win a mind game warfare with it, right? Like, if I think he's going for a one base all-in, and then it ends up being, you know, just someone expanding in the back, that's a little bit rough. Now, let me just get some damage on here, see if he was planning to take an expansion. Maybe to see if there's a reactor up here. Okay, no reactor, and I think I already have enough information here. I'm not actually a fan that I'm making that CC on the low ground, but I don't know. I think we should be able to get away with it. In TVT, people kind of respect the double gas rule, so here be it. Now, playing double gas with Sky Terran is always going to be awkward because... Oh, this is actually going to be a nice timing here. I'm definitely going to struggle a little bit to defend, but I will be able to scout his base. And like I said, it's awkward because I'm not allowed to make Hellions. My opponent should respect this. Doesn't look like he's going to, though, which is, you know, very unfortunate for us. And I'm going to have to do a lot of counter damage here to make up for this. So he is taking the back base. It's a good scout. Gonna have to wait for an extra set of Marines, though, to be able to deal with that, which is... slightly unfortunate. I haven't seen a Hellion yet. I think that, yeah, the Hellion is there now, I wanted to say. There we go. Oh, perfect. Oh, barely wasn't able to get that. Oh, actually, I did get it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, nice. I thought we missed it. Maybe he's gonna lose. Actually, he should lose this Reaper if I micro properly. It is very awkward going into this back base, by the way, because he has so much space to micro. It doesn't look like he is actually gonna use that space, though, so that's really nice for us. It's kind of bugging out there a little bit, and there we go. Now, I would say that it probably was a bad trade for us. And the main reason for that is that it's just imperative for me to get these extra gases up. I'm playing Sky Terran. I can do nothing without 4 gases, so I think we definitely took the bad end of the trade there. But I also denied ECC for a little bit, so at least I was able to get some counter damage done. I'm just gonna start my second starport anyway. There we go. Oh, I've actually made... I didn't even realize how many Marines I've been making, huh? Okay, yeah, it's actually been... I'm not kidding, guys. It's been a while since I recorded. Did I lose any Marines? I'm trying to calculate here. I feel like I lost 1 Marine, maybe. I'll just make sure I have 5. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, it has been a while because I was sick, so definitely going to be making a few mistakes like that here and there, but it's okay. I caught it in time, and it's all good. Now, I think I'm going to put most of my Marines in the main base. Actually, an SCV here could be nice. My eco is already a little bit in shambles, so Not quite sure if I actually want to send out another SCV just to stand at the tower. But in the end, the strategy is going to be more important here than having just a little bit more economy. At least I would think so. Now, it is probably good for me that he took the back base. And I say that because I'll be able to put maybe some pressure on with maybe like Banshees or a Battlecruiser or so later on. Liberator, for example. Actually, maybe a Liberator is the best choice here. It sounds a bit silly, but I'm gonna go for a Liberator here because I'm gonna have air anyway. Normally, you don't have air control this fast, but my starport is obviously pretty ridiculous timing, right? So maybe this is actually a good strat I can do. And I'm gonna go get a third starport over there. Could either get an eBay or some more depots. That I'm not quite sure about yet. I do need to get Banshees at some point because I don't have any... Yeah, how would you call that? Proper DPS, I guess. There's a Raven here. Is he gonna drop a... That is a... Guys, I'm watching you. Never do that, please. Raven energy might be the most important resource in TVT. Please do not drop that to kill one SCV at the watchtower. That actually hurt my soul a little bit. I know how important it is to have Raven energy. Please do not let me catch you guys do that. Because holy, that is a massive waste of energy. That's the worst way that you could possibly spend your energy. Now, I'm actually going to be able to disable the Cyclone here, which is nice. I'll just go for that instantly. Yeah, I mean, this is a good pressure. Oh, actually, I can kill with the Viking here. Or with the Raven. He's not really paying attention. That's nice. Wait, he's blocked in. He's blocking the Cyclone with his own units. Oh, that was really close. It's actually totally worth it in this case. Because I don't think he can lock onto the Liberator without taking one shot. So here it might actually be really worth it. Okay. There we go. That was actually a miss micro by him. Oh, that is perfect. He's gonna try to make a turret here, it looks like. Wait, how's this gas so low HP? Did my turrets do that much damage? That seems a little bit questionable. Anyway, we are getting a lot of damage in here ourselves, which is really nice. That gas might even burn down if he's not paying attention. Oh, another Raven. There we go. Okay, this is going fantastic for us somehow. I don't know how it is going this well. I mean, in the end, it's just one Liberator. And this Liberator ended up being the best decision we have made. So I guess I'll take it. Now, I'm gonna go for an armory fast, just so I can get my Vikings to land. I feel like that is one of the strongest tools I have here, landed Vikings. And now the reinforcements have arrived. He can try to... Oh, he's gonna lose a tank as well, maybe? And now I have the Banshee. Oh my, this is so annoying for him. He's regretting taking this base so badly right now. He's like, I wish I expanded freaking normally here. Now, I scouted that base somehow. Oh, it's a Marine I sent on accident. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll take it. That's a nice scout. I don't remember trying to send that. Actually, I did send one on the map. Maybe I did... No, these Marines are here. I must have F2'd them on accident. Let's not try to fool you guys. Now, maybe I can actually get in on the front here. Let's see what he has. Definitely need to seize his Liberator. That's the main priority. You know, my army actually does look pretty terrifying. You see, he doesn't have enough Vikings, so that's nice. I'm gonna drop one preemptive auto turret. He's making Cyclones. That is a good idea for sure. I mean, it's really funny. Normally, I would be so scared of the tanks, but here is probably one of the only situations where the tank is not that scary. Okay, he's gonna go for it, it looks like. It looks like he wants to. I mean, that's a dead siege tank as well. Man, this composition is actually kind of fragging, guys. Not gonna lie, this is looking so much more promising than I thought it would here. Okay, he's gonna go for it now. Land the Vikings, drop the turrets. And every time I land the Vikings, he runs away. That shows how terrifying they really are. I think that was another Cyclone I saw. Okay. I could actually make more libs. That's probably a good idea here, right? And now I have speed on those. I do need to keep it... He can actually totally break me, by the way, if he wanted to. There we go. Oh, that's a free siege. That's 2 free siege tanks. That's nice. And like I said before, it's not the biggest deal, but now I can land my Vikings freely. Another free siege tank, maybe? Well, I wouldn't call it free. Oh, actually, it was free. How did I not lose anything for that? His Sky Terran just broken, guys. He's not gonna win this fight. It's not even gonna be close here, guys. I can't believe it. I think we're like 10 episodes in, but I'm still really impressed every single time. And that is pretty funny. Now, there's no way you can actually beat these Vikings. I want to land them, or lift them, rather. Excuse me. But if I lift them, obviously the Marines are kind of gonna have a good time. I'll take a few bases at the bottom here. And maybe, yeah, it's a good time to go back to repair. I did damage. I don't think I'll be able to do much more damage for now. So I'm just gonna go back. I'm actually going to send this Liberator on the top of the base. Back into the natural, basically. And try to get some free damage, accompanied by some Vikings. Unless he made a turret there, it should be pretty good. Let's see, I'm just going to put these on auto repair, why not? Oh, he actually... Oh, that's a pretty bad mistake there. He never retook that gas. So all this time he wasn't able to make... Probably a lot of stuff. Maybe like his upgrades, maybe add-ons and stuff like that. That is fantastic. And just this one Liberator is doing so much work for me. Now, at this point, I could really use a sensor tower. Wait. Oh, I thought I had an eBay here. Oh, that kind of sucks. Okay. It's good that I notice now, because else I wouldn't have been able to make planetary fortresses. Let's see. Oh, no, I got drilling claws instead. I do that so many times, by the way. I did it all the time, too, in one of my other shows. I don't remember which show that was, but there was one show where I always got drilling... Oh, it was the Penguin Brothers series. I always got drilling claws instead of servos. Now, it seems that we're about to be attacked. Oh, there we go. Gonna have to land these. I mean, I do have a lot of power here. Do need to keep my Vikings together, of course. There we go. I mean, he can't actually run away from this. The Banshees are too fast. This is the most ridiculous... When have you ever seen Marines running for their lives against Banshees? Yes, sir. That is... This is just crazy. Let's freaking go. Oh, I don't want to lose my Liberators, though. Ah, saved. And there he actually used a lot of air. I think at this point he can't have a lot of supply left, to be fair. He lost so many Marines, he lost so many SCVs all this time. Oh, this is going to be a nice siege, I believe. Get the Vikings down. Pretty much try to one-shot the siege tank. There we go. And I'll just make sure to fight in range on my Liberator. It's just going to kill a free Marine every... however so long it attacks. I'm not sure what it is. 1.14. Does it attack every 1.14 seconds? Is that what that means? It sounds kind of fast. Not bad. Should make more of these. It's really not bad. And now this is going to be the checkmate move, I think. He's not going to be able to access this base anymore. The CC is going to die here. And there we go. The single G for a beautiful performance. Sky Terran looking... I'm very happy with this. This is my first Sky Terran since I got back from being sick. And it looked very, very strong. 4.5k against 10.2k resources lost. SCV skills 34 against 3. What did he have left? Oh, I did have a really good economy, by the way. 84 SCVs, 8 gases, looking very nice. And yeah, he had 17 Marines. I actually had more air units than he had units at this point, which is really fantastic, not counting the SCVs, of course. Anyway, this is for game number 1. Let's keep it going. Oh, Silent Desire. Haven't quite heard of it before. A 5-4 Grandmaster Terran. Actually, since the season has just started, that's the way it works, by the way, if you guys are new to Grandmaster stuff. At the start of the season, the MMR is always a little bit lower, because not everyone is playing, not the absolute 200 best players are playing yet at the start of the season. So at this point, 5.4, that's probably a solid top 50 Grandmaster. That's going to be a very tough one. Pretty big step up from the last game as well. In the last game, the MMR was hidden, by the way, but in the score screen, I was able to see it. And our opponent was, I think it was about 4.8k MMR. This is 5.4, so that is a solid 600 MMR difference. Now, what do I want to do different from the last game? I do have to admit, you guys probably noticed in the last game, but I feel like I have to re-evolve again, because, it has been a while since I was able to play Sky Terran, so I'm kind of, getting back into it with patterns, and I'm, rather than considering my last few weeks, or maybe even last few months as intel, I'm kind of just starting over again a little bit. So, what would I do different from the last game? I think I'm actually going to go for a Reaper Expand here. And I'm also... One thing I been really wanting to do, I do remember that, is that I wanted to do a proxy starport play. But I haven't really found the space or the build for it. Now, I do know a proxy Banshee has a lot of potential. It could also go completely wrong. But maybe it's not a bad idea to try. Though it's probably more a build I would do from double gas rather than Reaper Expand. Excuse me. Because that way I get my tech up a little bit faster, the Banshee hits faster. I'm just worried if I go for, a very late Banshee proxy that my opponent will just have 2 Ravens already ready, maybe a Cyclone on one of the bases, Marines in the other. And even if I do find a weak spot, the unit should be there to counter it, and I won't be able to get that much damage done. And that would, perhaps be the nail in the coffin for my build already, and I do not want that. Now, we haven't seen anything yet. What is that? Where did that SCV come from, buddy? Hello? Well, I'm just gonna have a quick look at here, because this is a little bit suspicious. Just saying. Seems to be pretty normal. But what the hell was that SCV doing? I have no idea. Okay. Not sure if I want to know. I guess we're not doing a proxy Banshee. That seemed a little bit too sus for me. But it's good to have the idea in mind for the next time. Maybe we'll be able to execute it in the next episode. And it's still going to be just as fun. Now, I think I'm going to do a little bit something different here. And I'm not going to make Marines from the reactor. I'm just going to make them from my naked barracks. I think since I'm only making 5 Marines... you know, I needed to remind myself that last game. Since I'm only making 5 Marines, I don't really need to get a reactor. I think I might as well do it like this. Save the gas for when I actually need to make add-ons for my starports. Because in some cases, I don't even want... as, you know, a reactor, for example, right? Maybe I want a tech lab instead, so it's probably better to do it this way for now, and then decide in a little bit. Try to get that third gas up super, super fast here. And of course the starport. Actually, this is a really funny, unexpected side benefit of making the expansion in the main. I spent so much time flying it over that I have extra minerals to spend on stuff that I normally don't have. So I was able to make my starport and the third gas instantly just because I didn't spend the money on an orbital right away. I'm not quite sure how I want to be splitting my units here, though. That seems like it might be a little bit of trouble. Gonna send an extra SCV there. Probably already get my extra starport, to be fair. Seems like a good enough timing from a Reaper expand. And this game... I am going to open straight with... That one's going to go up here, I think. I am going to open straight with Banshee. Get a reactor over here. And then I can go Banshee Viking. I do kind of want to go into battle cruisers, but I don't think I can do it straight off the bat. At least not from a Reaper expand. Maybe from a double gas I could have. That's actually a build I used to do a few years ago, so it should be possible enough, I want to say. Sounds a bit weird to say possible enough, but you guys know what I mean. Now, he hasn't shown up with anything, which is a little bit scary. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Now, oh, no, this is not a wall-off. I need to start an eBay here instantly. That's the only thing that builds fast enough. I'm really happy he didn't go for the main right away, because he would have broken it a lot faster. And now, my Banshee is going to do a lot of work, and that's fantastic. Poor grenade usage there by him, which is nice as well. And he's actually kind of running away instead of fighting. Yeah, there we go. He realized that running away was pointless. And I'm not even sure if I got behind from this. Sounds a little bit crazy to say, but I'm really not sure if I got behind from this. He's gonna lose the Hellion for free as well. Okay, you know what? I really didn't mind that. I have 3 excess SCVs left. And all in all, it seemed like it could have been a lot worse. And when I say a lot worse, I mean a lot worse. Like, that seemed like it could have been absolutely terrible. And instead, it wasn't really, so nice. Now, follow-up of this could be a Liberator. I think it's pretty normal to follow that up with a Liberator. Actually, the thing that I didn't realize, it was actually a little bit worse than I thought, because the lack of a Liberator means that he expanded pretty fast. So he's actually going to have a lot more workers than me. For some reason, I had in my head that it was like a very committed one-base attack, but that was actually not the case. So even though it, you know, I wasn't lying about that it could have been worse, it still wasn't really that great. So we're going to have a little bit of climbing back to do. The fact that he has a tank in the natural gives me hope that there maybe is no Cyclone. Probably a little bit of misplaced hope, but who knows? Let's find out. I mean, if I can kill 7 workers with these Banshees, which sounds like a lot, but it's actually not too outrageous. Maybe we could just climb into the back into the game like that. Keep in mind, I do have a good setup already. My starports and stuff are at a nice timing. Here we go. He doesn't have a scan, and we're going to kill a lot of workers here. There we go. Actually, oh, we already killed 7. Perfect. 8. We get that one. 10. Is there actually no Cyclone? Oh, there's a Cyclone. Okay. He's probably going to kill that one. Or maybe not even, actually. Oh, perfect. So now you can just chill. Those are actually destined to die. He's going to make a Viking at some point, and then they're going to die. But for now, they're going to be a good distraction. And maybe he won't scan my base knowing that he's killed my Banshees and he doesn't really have anything else to worry about. That could also be a nice side effect. Now, there's one thing I can try. Banshees can kill... Oh, wait, he's not paying attention. I'm actually going to get out. No way. Should I be greedy? I'm going to be greedy. Why not? I'm me. Let's get 3 more SCVs. Okay, that's a little bit of... The dispatches are so low HP, that was a little bit absurd. I could have lost both of those, but instead, you know, I took the risk and I got the reward, which is fantastic. And keeping those alive is going to be super, super good for me, because then I'll actually have a squad of probably 5 Banshees, maybe 6. Once I get those repaired up. Now, he does have a Marine count. The Marine count is completely untouched. I do not want to run into a Stimball Marines. If you guys have watched Sky Terran before, you've seen how that goes. I've been absolutely shocked by the power of freaking Marines against Liberators and all that before. So, yeah, not quite something I want to run into again. So I'm going to try to trim the Marine count a little bit. 6 Speech Benches, however, gives me a lot of potential. I could totally snipe a Cyclone, snipe Siege Tanks, and all that good stuff. I did really like last game that I went for a fast servos. Let's get the Cyclone out of the way. That's perfect. What do I do here? I think I just have to play it smart. But he's actually going to back off here. That seems surprising. I'm going to kill a tank. I'm going to be able to kill a Raven. If he stays around, I might be able to kill a Raven. I think it would be way scary if he actually goes for the attack, by the way. Watch this. That's 1 Raven down. Very nice. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go for 2 extra starports. But yeah, I did really like getting servos fast in the last game. That was really nice, being able to land the Vikings. Giving me just a little bit more power against those Marines. Was super, super nice. Maybe you can snipe another Raven here. And another one. I got all of the Ravens, guys. That is insane. He doesn't even have proper detection anymore. Do I have enough units to land on him? Probably not. Okay. Gonna be able to snipe that turret pretty easily. This army looks so weird. I'm starting to wonder if he did not go for stim at all or something. It seems a little bit weird that I'm just gonna be able to fly around for free. Without being stimmed on. I mean, I'll take it, but it does seem a little bit weird. Looks like we have to go to the macro game here, by the way. I'm actually going to go for a second PF here. Try to repair that Banshee up. And once again, I made drilling claws instead of servos, but this time I caught it. I can't believe that's such a freaking mistake. That's not even... It's not even a similar upgrade. Like, I know it's in the factory tech lab and all that, but how do I keep making that accent so consistently? It's a little bit worrying. Okay, he's camping at home. He is making a lot of turrets. That means that we probably gonna end up in the late game here. Maybe it's good for me to start a fusion core, get a second armory, and instead of trying to finish this game with Banshee damage or something like that, I think it would be wise to just go for battlecruisers with upgrades. Oh, you guys all go work, please. Battlecruisers with upgrades, rely on my PFs for defense. Hope I survive any potential drops. That's another Cyclone gun. It's really nice. And he's gonna lose every single Viking here too. Man, these trades have been so good for us. I don't know how, but they have really been so good. Okay, so he's gonna go for the counterattack. Yeah, my planetaries are not ready yet. I'm also gonna have to start another wave of Banshees. The good thing here, there's no Ravens. I can do this, and he's gonna have to scan for it every time. If he doesn't scan, he simply cannot kill any of these units. Okay. And actually, I think I have a really good surround here. I'm gonna be able to target down the tanks. No, the Marines are blocking the Banshee, or the Vikings rather. That was really, really bad, but we actually did climb out of it well enough. Oh my god, there was like 3 Marines. You guys can see it in the rewind if you want. There were 3 Marines and they were blocking all my landed Vikings from going forward, giving my opponent's tanks way more damage on those. That was very unfortunate. But I want to say we climbed out of it well enough, so that's that. And now I'm going to be able to get my 8 gases up and go for... Ooh, it's a free tank, I think, if he's not paying attention. There we go. Now I'm going to be able to go for battlecruisers. He is scanning a lot. He don't kill... Ah, that's unfair. What a hacker. No, just kidding. If he goes across, I would actually be a bit scared, since I don't have, you know, battlecruisers ready. Oh, he came back. Perfect. Even if he kills a Banshee there, he didn't. But even if he did, I would have been perfectly fine with it. Let's kill the siege tank. I killed so many tanks, actually. He's letting me kill them too. And now he's scanning even though he didn't even have enough Marines to kill it. And now I have my planetaries up. It's all coming together now, guys. It was a little bit of a struggle at times, but now it's all coming together. I am starting 2 battlecruisers at this point. Probably wise to start a few sensor towers as well. So I know where to defend. Or to defend, rather. Oh, the Banshees are already here. I was like, damn, I have a lot of reinforcements. But no, the Banshees actually just arrived back at home that fast. Very nice. Do I get a BC? Yeah, I think my BC count is just too low. And with too low, I obviously mean 0 at this point. But I'm making 2. But I think, yeah, the upgrade later is probably the right idea. He's chilling up there right now. Let's get this into a more repairable spot. And you know what? With these planetaries, I feel like I could probably go for a counter. Like, Marines are not going to kill a planetary. What worries me is that he might get, you know, in between, drop in my main kind of thing. That would be really the scary part. Now, I'm going to go for the eBay here. The eBay is going to be a really big pick-off. No upgrades, obviously. Pretty tragic for Bio. And now I have enough Banshees to just destroy these turrets as well. You see, he is gonna go for it. And here, the Battlecruiser is gonna carry really hard here, by the way. The Battlecruiser is gonna do everything. Without that Battlecruiser, I would die instantly, pretty much. Oh, wait, the Planetary is also going ham, you know? Let me actually get a Yamato on those. He's not gonna have any medevacs left. There we go. I'm gonna be able to land the Vikings. And now I can probably get in there with my entire army. Destroy that. Save the Battlecruiser, maybe? Oh, no way! Oh my god, it actually lived! That is an absolute robbery. And at the same time, the Banshees are destroying. Oh my, did I lose anything there? How did that go so freaking well once again? I think Sky Terror is just insanely broken. What can I say? Absolutely nothing you can do. And if I get my Battlecruisers up, since I already have such a high Viking count, I don't know how much he can really do about it. Now, I'm definitely gonna go for that turret dive. I'm not gonna let that stop me from doing damage here. Wait, did he get range on that? That felt like a very long-range turret attack to me. Okay, maybe snipe this sensor tower on the way out. It's a little bit greedy, but sensor towers are annoying as hell to play against. And yes, if there's non-Terrans watching, of course, I know there's no Terrans watching, but I know sensor towers are very annoying. Don't worry, I'm in your camp. I think most Terrans that don't like TVT probably agree. No, I don't really mind TVT that much, but sensor towers, you know, as you can see on the map, I can see half the map with just 2 sensor towers, which is sometimes feels a little bit insane. But you know, it is what it is. I'm the one that gets to use the tools, so I guess I shouldn't complain. Now, he did actually make a bunch of Vikings. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough Vikings. I actually killed his barracks before he got 2-2. I thought it was going to be 2-2 upgraded, but it's actually freaking 1-1 Marines against soon-to-be 2-2 Battlecruisers. I think this fight is not even going to be close, honestly. The Battlecruisers are going to tank everything. My Vikings are going to destroy his. As you can see, Marines just don't do damage against BCs, guys. There's not enough upgrades. Another 1G. And I'm very happy with these 2 games. Sky Terran looking absolutely incredible. Beat a 4-8 Terran and then a 5-4-4-3. Was that a civil war exactly? Am I a genius? Did I remember that correctly? Terran. But yeah, super happy. Efficiency looks insane. Almost exactly 10k more. Not quite, but almost exactly. 7.3 against 17.3. And yeah, just a beautiful match. Really enjoyed it. We had maybe a slight... Actually, we can check the SCV count. After reconsidering what I said, it was definitely a little bit of a rough start. If you look at the worker count here or the supply... Yeah, I'm like 5 workers down, 6 workers down. Well, it doesn't seem like he was producing workers that well, so 4 workers down. But I did have the second starport, so maybe a slightly rough start. But beyond that point, it was very fluent. We climbed back into it with Banshee harassment and that hold in here. I was in love with that hold. I thought it was fantastic. It looked like we were gonna have to struggle, we're gonna have to scramble, but instead it was very smooth. Battlecruiser survives on freaking 5 health or whatever that was. Absolutely insane. Very happy with this. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did, because I loved it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and I'll see you next time. Adios.